The music's a little loud.
You're trying to tell me something, but I can't hear you. Let me pause that music. What can I do for you?
I was saying the music's a bit loud. Like I can.
Yes. I can adjust that. Oh, let's see. Is that okay? Does that sound okay to you? Okay, cool. Somehow that. Well, because. Thank you for letting me know. All right. Just walk it out. And then pushing off the paint with my toes so that I'm warming up the soles of my feet and my calves. Then I'm going to sit down a little bit lower and start to wake up my quadriceps, which are on the front of your thighs. Turn it into a little jaw. Start your hinges. If you have a trap to start. Stepping wide, let your hips go side to side. Little pause here. Lean away. You might get a stretch here on the side of your hip. This is where gluteus medius and minimus live. And they help us to balance the pelvis when we're walking so that we don't go like this. They also help us to lift the leg. The head just lift straight to the side. Gluteus medius and minimus. And switch. Turn those knees out to the side. Let's sit down in a big wide twist. Lifting up your pelvic floor, pulling that string inside. Roll your shoulders back as you sink into those thighs. And think about opening up your knees to the sides using your external rotators, which live underneath your buns and connect to the side of your thigh and underneath yourself. Nice and low. This, of course, will also wake up your quadriceps. Arms come up. Thinking about that knee and toe alignment, so your knee and toe on each side need to be pointing in the same direction, not square, not straight. Go ahead and come Yes, it is. Pull them back and down. Upright. And lift it up. Heel, toe, heel, toe. Parallel legs, so knees and second toes lined up over those tendons. We're going to just bounce nice and low. So lifting up first, sitting back with your shoulders back. We're going to go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now step here. 1, 2, 3. Get your hips back far enough that your knees are not passing your hips. And switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wide. 6. You should feel your quads and maybe your booty if your booty's whacking up. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 1, 2, 1. 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. And rise up. Good, good. Let's come to the back of our space. Let's go ahead and take our hands down to our lower back, and we're going to press our tailbones underneath. Zip in and up. Pull our shoulder blades back, and just lift our hearts and rib cages wide up to the sky. Big deep breaths. Shoulders back, tummies in. Can you notice whether you're pressing down into your pelvic floor or if you're instead rising up from it? Let's go for rising up. Can you get your heels to lift off the floor 1 millimeter by just shifting your weight forward? Pretty good. Come back up. Sink down. Take your arms up into Tyrannosaurus Rex or like an abominable snowman. I feel like he's a big guy. Anyway, monster walks. Wide together, staying as low as possible with your core engaged. So monster walks, some of the goals are knees and toes same direction. So that we're keeping our medius and minimus, helping us to align the knees over the toes. And use whatever space you have. So if you want to go in circles, long ways, back ways, high, that's all fine. Anywhere you want. Keeping your weight directly over your body as you step wide diagonally forward and back. Can you re-engage those shoulder blades down and back? Can you get a bit lower? If you're like, this is no problem, here's some tricks. Make sure you're not doing this. You might think you're low, but really your butt's up high. Make sure your push is down and your core is engaged. Yeah? Could you get a little lower? Step a little bigger. Almost. And one day, if you're in Crazy Town Land, you can tie your legs together with an elastic band. That's really hard. All right, come on, center. Roll down, head, neck, shoulders. Walk it out, wide plank. Take your knees down for a moment. Let yourself come down. 5 seconds now. Now lifting up your pelvic floor, your Pilates feet. Lengthen that lower back to neutral spine. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders near your ribcage. Press up to modified line plank. Check in with your thighs. My thighs feel super tight this morning. What happens when my thighs feel tight? Well, it means that my psoas, which attaches the inside of each thigh, crosses the pelvis, goes through the body and attaches to the lower back. When that part is tight, it pulls you into 6 o'clock. Yeah, so if I'm here, my wide plank, and I feel the front of my hip socket's tight right here, that means my psoas is tight, and it means everything's going to be hard sure you're actually parallel. Squeeze those thighs towards the center line like you're hugging a pane of glass. And let's tuck your back thigh underneath. And we'll just shift into it. So if your front knee now is passing the ankle, then you're not far enough out with that foot. So scoot your foot forward so that your knee only gets to that ankle. And then check in with your back. Did this happen because you're sassy? That means you're skipping, stretching the psoas. So come back, square, tick, shift. Sometimes I like to imagine if you have like a fluffy tail, which actually my garland looks like a tail in the video right now. Yeah, that you're pulling your tail underneath you. Feeling that stretch in the hip flexor and the thigh. And when you've got that, squeeze your legs towards that center line, lifting up through your core. Take your arms to the sky. Long back of the neck. Take it down. Tuck your back foot. And we're going to straighten it and straighten it. Can you keep your Pilates scoop in here? Can you keep squeezing the square? Good. Switch your legs out. Square. Squeeze that center line. Draw up. Fluffy dog tail underneath. 12 o'clock pelvis. Lean into it. Create isometric effort. So you're creating effort by squeezing against the own tension in your body. That means instead of letting my hips splay open and squeezing those thighs to the center line, instead of letting my booty go back, I'm lifting up my rectus abdominis to keep the pelvis square and neutral or 12 o'clock as I sink into that stretch, rising up, holding up. Shoulders are still down. Let the effort happen all in that center. You're creating heat. Heat, 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 heat. Keep at it. And breathe, breathe. Hands come down and find a nice wide lunge down. And straight. Keep your hips down, down. And straight. Back leg bends. And straight. And straight. Couple more we go. And straight. And straight. And bend. And straight. And pull your hips back to stretch that front leg. And then soften that knee, take it through. Here we are. Back in our wide-legged knee lunge. Drop those hips down. Come down to the mat. Grab your knees. Heels directly into their own hip sockets. So don't take those knees out wide, please, friends. Directly in. Can you pull your shoulder blades down your back? Hopefully your thighs and your flexors are opening up now. Shoulders back. Pilates scoop in. And release. Alright, back up to that wide angle plank. We're going to hold in our cores, shoulders down, and elbows up. Touch your hips. Keep opening up those hip flexors. Lower down, elbows in, nice and slow, shoulders back. 4 and push it up. Come back to your legs, walk it back. Wide angle downward dog, and then we're going to go into our bear walks. From the wide angle downward dog, zip it up and in, pelvic floor, Pilates scoop, shoulders back. Bend those legs, friends. Go get that sushi in that river over there. Walk it back. And go get another salmon. Back out. You need to catch and release that salmon for ethical reasons. You know, you can. It's just a fun thing to know that I'm up, but it's not on your mind. Hold it out and back. 5, 6, 7, 8, take it down. Knees close, up will go. 2, keep your belly and your belly button over that standing leg foot. 1, keep your balance. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now out to the side. 2, 3, 4. Pull it back a little bit. Take it down. Actually, let's come back to parallel. We're going to stand on that right leg, bringing your left knee up as high as you can, nice and tight. Everything's over the right ball of the foot, and bend your knee. And straight. And bend. Now we're thinking all about tracking that standing leg knee over the pointer finger toe right now. Think about tracking that knee. Hips are parallel to the ground. Your body will try and lift up the up leg hip. Re-tighten that thigh so your heel's next to your butt. As close as you can get it. One more. Good. Shift it over. Standing on your left leg. Belly button. Pubis. Right on top of each other. And then over that second toe. Belly button. Pubis. Tendon. Second toe. Hips are down. Neutral. Right knee's going to come all the way up as tightly as you can. As tight as you can. And we'll go back. And straight. And straight. Sometimes I think about my standing legs knee reaching forward and then extending all the way back into the earth as I straighten my legs. Couple more. Good. Let it out. Nice. Let's come down to the floor. To charge this with. My phone is not recording anymore because it has run out. Maybe it's going to hang in there for a little bit longer. Okay. Come on down to the floor. Let your knees open. Let your hands come forward. Dropping your head.
You got a girl that doesn't look a thing like me. Girl, your mother
Alright, legs in line, toes, knees, hip bones, shoulders, all nice and squared off. We're going to hold an imaginary personal size cheesecake between the knees, or you can squeeze those legs together. I used to be a fan of little gaps so you're perfectly parallel, but I'm working on regaining my inner thigh strength right now, so I'm going to hold it together. You could also take a small item, like a yoga brick, any small prop. A yoga brick, a thinner one actually would be even better, or this is just a towel with a rubber band around it. Adjust the volume there. Better? Better? Okay. So if you have anything at all, this also could be like a pair of big socks. It would work really great for this. In between the legs, you have something to squeeze on. I'm going to try this smaller. Alright, so keeping that tension in our thighs, we're going to do our roll downs. Of course, we start lifting our pelvic floor and hollowing out that Pilates sit. Take your shoulders down, and we'll curl 3, 2, 1, and up. So we're going from neutral spine, curving in 3 clicks, to a curved lower back. Keep squeezing that item. a little more. Here we go. Good, good. All right, lower back to the floor. Head and shoulders still off the floor. I'm going to bend and straighten my legs, bringing my knees in. So this is double leg stretch. Out, 2, and in, 2. If my legs go out, they can go straight up. The weight of my hips should be at the top of my pelvis or into my lower back. If my legs go out and they're further out, it's harder and harder to keep my weight here until it goes to the center of your pelvis or the lower part. Your back comes off the ground. That means we're skipping the muscles we want to hit. So let's keep it tight. Knees all the way in, curl all the way up past 12 o'clock. Butt is off the floor. Reset. Pelvic floor, Pilates. You press your arms all the way into the mat and no big shift. 2, 3. Keep it smooth and slow so you can feel your inner abs working. 2, 3, 4. Bring it. 6, 7, 8. And take out. 2, 3. Keep your weight in your lower back, not your tailbone. More. Good. Arms wide. Take your knees to the side. Have a little back twist. And grab your strange item of choice. And switch sides with your legs. Good. Come back together. Place that reminder between your knees. Reset your pelvic floor. Pilates scoop, ribs together, shoulders back, arms on the floor. We're going to slide them along the floor. Head, neck, shoulders rise up. That's it. Fingertips are still on the floor. Pull your abdominal wall back in by tightening your transversus abdominis. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders up a little high by using your rectus abdominis. So the 8-pack looking big. Shoulders back. Pull it back in. Roll down. 2, 3, 4. And head, neck, shoulders. Articulate your spine. 6. Back, down. Make it slow and small. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Jade and I figured out the problem. Let me put my microphone on my body instead of on the table. And then I bet you can hear me better. Sorry. I was like, the power's on. I turned it on.
It's okay.
Better have some more coffee. Okay. We were doing neck rolls. I was like, it's so comfortable here on the floor doing these neck rolls. My mic pack's not in the way at all. Ha ha. Here we go. Head, neck, shoulders. We're going to stay up. You can let your hands come up just a little bit. We're going to bring our knees off the ground and we're going to straighten the legs here. Bend them all the way into our chest. Use rolling like a ball to come up. Lift those arms, straighten those legs if you can. And bring all in nice and tight. Slowly roll down. Your legs can extend. Pull in, pull in, pull in and up, in and up, in and up, in and up. Good. Knees back to your chest. Open those arms and legs up. Curl back in together, tight. Rolling like a ball to come up to your hips. And extend. This is one of the teasers. Nice and tight. Slow and control down. Good, good, good. Knees in. And then unfurl. And let's put our feet back down nice and close to your buns. Arms down on the side and we'll go 6 o'clock, neutral. 12 o'clock with our hips. We're going arch the back, neutral. Curl the tailbone, neutral. Try not to use your glutes, the gluteus maximus, your big butt muscles, or your hamstrings, which are on the back of your thighs, for this exercise yet. When we're doing the pelvic clock on the floor, we want to do it just with your abdominal core muscles, yeah? Pelvic clock exercise. Remember, the clock is on the front of your pelvis, and when the 6 o'clock, which is on your pubic bone, goes lower, that's what we call 6 o'clock. Neutral is flat pubic bone and hip bones, and 12 o'clock is when your pubis is higher, your hip bones are lower, your lower back is pressing into the mat. Neutral, 6. Okay, now we're going to go on to the next exercise. So from 12 o'clock, you're still relaxed in the thighs. We're going to pause here and feel this honest 12 o'clock each time. Now we're going to use the glutes and hamstrings to press up into the bridge, slowly articulating the spine off the ground like you're peeling a banana and your spine is the banana peel. Now put that banana peel back on like you're rewinding the tape. Find 12 o'clock, relax your butt and your thighs and hold that pelvic position, and then we'll go neutral, 6, neutral, 12. Add your legs, roll up. Keep that hollowed out 12 o'clock position as you get as high as you can, and down. So don't go past where you can hold your 12 o'clock position, is what I mean. There's 12 o'clock, release your glutes and thighs, and neutral, and 6, and neutral, and 12, and roll it up, up. Good, good. Stay at the top here, check yourself. Is your pelvic floor in? Pilates scoop in, ribs are together, shoulders down, thighs are squeezing, 12 o'clock. Stay right there, friends. Arms can go down on the floor and help by pushing. We're gonna lift a heel, and lift a heel, and lift a heel, and lift a heel, and both heels, and both heels. Check your 12 o'clock, check your Pilates scoop. Lift them, lift them. Okay. Hold it up, squeeze your glutes. Now you might lose your 12 o'clock here, that's okay. Keep squeezing those legs together. Keep your pelvic floor lifted and roll it down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Your lower back touches. Release your glutes. 12. Neutral and 6 and neutral. Roll it up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and glutes. Squeeze the glutes, press your hips. Keep your pelvic floor lifted and you're scooping even if you lose a little bit of your 12 o'clock on this one. And now roll it down we go, slow. Curving through the spine, rolling down. Down to your lower back, down. Keep those thighs together. Find 12 o'clock, release your glutes and neutral. And 6, knees in. Give them a hug. Thanks, legs. Hands behind your thighs, rolling like a ball. We come up. Ding. Roll back. To your shoulders, not beyond. Up. Ding. Rolling like a ball. Curve it down, roll back. Stay round as you come back up to your balance point. Ding. Roll it back. Experiment. Try it with your legs further out. Rolling like a ball with legs further out. Ding! Try it with your item between your knees. Ding! Ding! Okay, now try it with a really small, tight leg position. Ding! Ding! All right, put that holder down. Let your knees come apart. Relax in the middle for a moment. Oh, we haven't done spinal twist in a long time. Let's go ahead and take our legs out. 90 degrees in the middle is fine. Depending on your inner thigh and hamstring flexibility, you are going to either look like this. This is like maybe an 80-degree wideness. Knees way up, or as you become more flexible, the legs get further apart and they get straighter. Here are the rules. Wherever your legs may be, your pelvis needs to be upright so that your sits bones are poking down into the floor for this, so that we can curve back into 12 o'clock by choice, not because the tightness in our legs is forcing us to do so. And then we can lift back up using the core and the lower back muscles, yes? Anytime you feel your hip flexors contracting and getting stuck here, jiggle those legs out. But make sure that we're not, and put your hands on your kneecaps like you're holding your kneecaps. There's a tendency for your knees to internally rotate, to roll in, and we don't want to do this exercise hanging out, turned in. So keep them up or turned out, please. Oh, here we go. Nice and tall. I'm very flexible, so my legs are down. Don't have to do it that way. I'm going to try and do it here, but they'll sink down as I go. Okay, we're going to do spinal twist. Simple, simple, simple version first. Lifting up through pelvic floor and Pilates scoop. Shoulders are down and back. My shoulders should be right over my hips. Arms are out. And I'm going to twist my torso until my right hand is over my right foot. So same hand, same foot. Yes? And I'm also going to look in that direction. And I'm not sagging. So if I turn to the side so you can see our goal. So we've twisted to the right. We're going to come back center. Then we're going to twist to the left. Notice this section of my back. I don't want you to do this exercise here because that's using a different set of muscles, yeah? Sitting up tall is the way to go. Once you're here, can you layer? Can you additionally pull your belly in with your transversus abdominis? Can you additionally twist by firing up your latissimus dorsi, your back muscles, to pull this back shoulder down and back towards the hip that you're going to? So think about a string pulling this shoulder down towards that shoulder to the hip. And then come back center. Okay, twist. 2, get taller and center. Twist. And center. A little quicker, here we go. We'll go twist, 2, center, 2. Twist, 2, center, 2. Twist, 2, 2. We go twist, 2. And now we saw. And we saw by taking that back shoulder, we pull that back shoulder down towards that hip so that we're not bending, but instead keeping those shoulders as flat as we can. We come center, 2, we come flat. 2, we go twist, spinal twist, and saw. We bring it up. How are your knees? And we go twist, 2, and we lean out. And we come up. And we come flat. And we go twist. Check your Pilates scoop. And bring it up. And bring it center. Drop your shoulders for a second. Shake it out. Okay, we're going to add in a couple extra layers. We're going to tip back to 12 o'clock pelvis and rise before we start, but also we're going to lift your chest away from that tip. So I'm trying to curve my lower back and arch my upper back at the same time. It's crazy. You can do it. We've done it before. Here we go. 5, 6, 7. Here we go. We go contract and lift and straighten your body. Then we twist your body. Then we tilt. And we come up. And we come center. Contract and lift. And spread it out. And final twist. And to the saw. And bring it center. And here we go. Restart. Faster. Contract. Up. Twist. Saw. Twist. Flat. Contract and lift. Flat. Twist. Saw. Up. And contract and lift. Flat. Twist. Saw. Up. Notice how, as we get faster, it's harder to keep all the pieces in place. That is the challenge. And fast, 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 and shake it out. I don't know about that one, guys. I give myself a B-, but that's all right. Progress comes in steps. All right, let's roll onto our bellies. Whoop. Oh no. You know the rule, now we have to do the 4 minutes exercises. Whew, how did that happen? Rocking through your pelvis to start. While we're reviewing the instructions, it's 8 crunches center, 8 crunches with your right leg up flex, left leg, right leg, left leg, both legs, Then we'll roll to our side, straight to the side twist, other side, straight to the side twist. Here we go, crunch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right leg up, turn it out externally and flex that foot. For me, that gives me a nice little stretch in the calf. 6, 7, switch legs. 1, 6, switch legs. Point your foot now. Watch that shoulder tension. Try and keep your shoulders away from your earlobes. Both legs up, flex. Both legs point. Squeeze those legs together. Good, right side, straight to the side. 2. And twist. Other side, side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and twist it. And come on up. Shake out any tension. 3, 2, 1. Down here in the center, we're going to roll our hips to the side and open up our chest and bring our chest back front and roll back to the center and go hips to the side and open up your chest. Get tall, shoulders down. Twist back center and down in the middle. Double time. Twist, open, twist, and down. Twist, open. Try and get taller and smaller in the middle. Stay twisted, little pulses, heart to your knee. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come center down, other side comes up, lifting up that hip, and we go pulse. 6, 7, 8, and open up center. Take it down halfway, and we'll hold those legs together. And we'll go right, left, right, left, right, left, up, left, right, left, right, left, right, up, right, left, right, left, right, left, up, left, right, left, right, left, right, up. Take your hands behind those hips, fingertips forward, heels in, press up, and elbows, elbows, elbows. And now hips, hips, shoulders stay back. Push the floor with your feet. Stay up and elbows, 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 elbows. Take it down and release over those legs. Good job, guys. All right, we're going to come on to our fronts. 5-second nap. Enjoy your moment. Feel your moment. All right, we're going to start to build up into our location. I'm going to put my little squeezy reminder back in between my knees. Yeah? So I'm going to start with lifting up my pelvic core. Yeah, and so I'm lifting my pelvic floor and I'm pulling my Pilates scoop in. And we're just gonna pull floor and scoop, scoop out and floor release. Floor in, scoop, scoop out and release. Floor in, scoop, scoop out, release. Floor, scoop, scoop back, release. Okay, hold those two things together. Re-squeeze your legs if they got unsquoze. And now take your hands to your back. And feel that gentle natural sway of your lumbar spine or your lower back. Yeah? And then I want you to recheck your pelvic floor is up and your scoop is in. And I want you to lengthen your tailbone towards your heels so that you feel your lower back rise to neutral spine. And release. Then release your Pilates scoop and then release your pelvic floor. Pelvic floor, scoop, 12 o'clock, release your back, release your scoop, release your floor. It's really a challenge, not only to get all of these separate pieces to work, but also to do them without losing multiple things at a time, right? So that's the challenge of this. Here we go, scoop. And 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, no scoop, no floor. Floor, scoop, lengthen that back, relax your back, but scoop is in, release the scoop, release the floor. Scoop, extend. Let your back bend, let your scoop go out, but not your floor. Let your floor relax. Floor up, 12 o'clock. Okay, hold on to all those things. You could mail a letter underneath your hip bones. There's a little bit of space there. You're pulling up and in pelvic floor. Your knees are squozed together. We're gonna put our hands underneath. Now let's send our hands all the way out. Legs are still on the floor because I want you to really focus on keeping that lifted lower back. It's gonna fall away. Head, neck, shoulders rise up, and shoulders, neck, head. Can you reset everything in your middle? Legs, floor, scoop, lower back or pelvis. Here we go head, shoulders. Feel your shoulder blades squeezing together to help lift your upper body. Check your lower back. And we're just gonna lift an arm and another arm, but keep everything else squozen. And let your shoulders and your neck and your head down. And release your back, and then your scoop, and then your floor, and then your legs. Come on to your side. Knees way forward. All right. On the side of your hip is not where we want to feel this initially. We want to work on your external rotators. There's 6 of them. One of them is called piriformis. That's the most famous one. But there's external rotators here, which turn your legs apart from officer to froggy. And we close those and open those. Don't let your hip weight do the motion for you, because then you wouldn't feel it there. You might feel it in the front of your hip. Scoop, as always, pelvic floor lifted. Hips are lined up with the floor open. 2, and close it for 2. And open for 2, and close it for 2. And open, and close it. And open, and close it. Open, stay there. Pulse back into your hand. Hips are staying still. Good, 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 good. Hold it, turned out. Extend those legs. Nice long legs and zip up your core. Leg goes up, parallel. Turn it out and close it. Take it forward, parallel. Turn it out and close it. Working from the thigh, parallel. Turn it out and close it. And up, parallel. Turn it out and close it. We go forward, parallel. Turn it out and close it. Take it back, parallel. Turn it out and close it. Take it back again. Turn it out, parallel, out, parallel, out, parallel, out. Bend it. Fan it open.
It's a tiny little motion. Good, good. Bring it in. Toes above your knees. Check your bottom leg still turned out. And we're going to extend that leg up. We're going to bend it and stretch for a second. Collapse. Free moment. Reset. So I'm tucking my bottom toes. My bottom leg is turned out. I'm pressing into those toes. And I'm pressing my tailbone underneath using those external rotators here to hold that knee high in the air. Here we go with the knee to the floor. 3, 2, 1. You should feel it right here. 3, 2, 1. If you're feeling it other places, there's a chance your hips are moving, so be stir. 3, 1. Down. 3, 2, 1. Put that knee on the floor. Just lift it 2 inches. Up. Put it on the floor, relax it. Up. Put it on the floor, relax it. Up. Put it on the floor, relax it. Up. On the floor. Up. On the floor. Up. On the floor. Good. Switch the position of your legs. Now your top leg is straight in line with your body and your bottom knee is forward. Now we're going to hit gluteus medius and minimus right here on the center of your side of your hip. Up above your thigh and below. Recheck your Pilates scoop and your pelvic floor lift. Make sure your lower back is not moving with that hip because we want to stabilize the hips using our core muscles. Okay, circles. Reaching out of your heel so you're lengthening that leg away from yourself. Good. All right, thigh in line with your torso. You're going to bend that knee and straighten. And bend and straighten. Now the back of your leg is what uses its strength to bend that knee, and the back of the thigh muscles are called your hamstrings. Hamstrings. Why is the word ham in it? Because that's the part. All right, stay there and heel back, heel back, heel back, heel back, heel back, heel back. Now you're using glutes and hamstrings to pull your leg back. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Pull that knee forward. Grab it. Put that foot in front of you. Let your external rotators stretch. As your knee goes away and you hold on, send your bottom leg straight down. Recheck your pelvic floor and your abdomen. Bottom leg's going to lift up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bend and stretch. Don't let that knee come forward as you bend and stretch. Bend that leg and lift it. Bend and lift. Stays bent and you're lifting. Oof, that's getting me. All right, release. Roll onto your back for the number 4 stretch. Yeah, like an old-fashioned upside down number 4 is going on here. You're going to be stretching the outside of the bent legs, hip, aka its external rotating places. So I'm reaching through with the bent leg arm and around with the other one. Doesn't really matter whether your leg is bent or stretched, whatever makes you happy. But your bent elbow is going into your bent knee, thigh to help externally rotate that leg some more so that you really feel the stretch in the butt of that side. out, release, and come on to thine other side. All right, side kick series. Starting with your office chair froggy, so the bottom and top leg are both straight forward, 90 degrees from your hips. Pelvic floor is lifted, scoop is in, shoulders are down, and we froggy. Office chair, froggy, office chair. Keeping those hips right on top of each other, so don't let your hips rock back. If you're not sure, you can put your hips up against a wall, and if your butt is bumping into the wall, then you know that you've been using your back instead of your external rotators here. All right, let's pulse. And let's send it out. Lengthen, reset your middles, and we'll go up. Parallel, turn it out together to the front. Parallel, turn it out together, leg goes back. Parallel, turn it out together and up. And take it back. Pulse it back, keep turning it out. Check your hip and lift it up. Have a stretch, release. Reset that bottom leg, reset your hips. Knees pointed up, other toes gonna point to that other knee. Make sure you haven't rolled back. Slow top leg, we go down. 2, 3, nice and slow. Open it using your external rotators. We go down. Down to the floor, release that thigh, check your hips, and lift it up, put it back down, release it. And lift it up, put it back down, release the weight. Lift it up, put it back down, release the weight. Just that effort of lifting the leg up, put it back down, release the weight. Lift the weight of the leg up, put it down, release it. Good, switch. Bottom leg in. Now we're going to change from working on the external rotators, which live right here, to the side of the hip, the gluteus medius and minimus. Reset that body. Make sure your top hip is above your bottom hip, right on top of itself. Pelvic floor, Pilates scoop, lift and lower top leg. All right, let's circle it, circle. Good, bend, straighten, bend, straighten. How's your pelvic floor? How's your Pilates scoop? How's your lower back? All right, let's bend it. Let's push your thigh back. And let it go. Whew. I got tired early. Go ahead and tap it out. feel like I've forgotten one. Oh yeah, take it to the front, bottom leg. So you have the added benefit of stretching while you're holding this ankle here, yes? Bottom leg's lifted. Notice where your bottom leg wants to go when you do this. Does it want to kind of peel forward? Can you keep it straight in line with your body, still lifting up through your pelvic floor? All right, let's bend that leg along the floor. We bend it, don't let your knee come forward. We bend that leg to the back of the room. You're using your hamstrings to bend that leg and keep the leg back. All right, let's let it be bent. And let's kick it up, 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 up. All right, roll into your number 4 stretch. Woo! Reaching through. All right, release. Take it forward. Back onto your bellies. All right, so we're gonna get a little more hamstring and glutes here. So hamstring is the back of your thigh, right? There's 4 quads. There's 2.5 hamstrings, so one of them splits into 2. You don't have to know which ones are which, for me. All right, so we're going to set up in the Sphinx position. So that means that we're gonna have our forearms parallel. So if you have a yoga block, it can be a fun challenge to kind of squeeze that block in the middle, but it's a challenge. You can also make it a little bit wider depending on your chest. I think you would want to go wide. But we want our elbows to be underneath our shoulders for sure. And then we're going to do our normal Pilates-based alignment from the inside. So your pelvic floor is going to lift in. Your Pilates scoop is going to lift in. I'm going to squeeze my legs back towards the center line. I'm going to lengthen my tailbone down towards my heels so I feel space in my lower back. I'm going to anchor my shoulder blades down the back so my heart gets opened up. Notice if you start to feel the front of your shoulders are like stretching or working, or that your neck is touching here, yeah? We want to use those upper and central back muscles to push down. Also notice if you have weight in your elbows but not your hands, and see if you can engage your backs of your arms, your triceps, by pushing into your palms as you do this. So this is like a gazillion billion layers, I know, but that's what keeps it interesting, right? So reset everything in the whole wide world. First, pelvic floor, Pilates scoop, 12 o'clock pelvis, legs together, shoulders back, lift up your chest. So now my ribs are off the floor, and I'm going to bend my right leg. 2, 3, take it down, and bend. 2, 3, and check your scoop and your floor and your hands to the ground and arms. Switch, press. 2, 3, 4, and 2, 3, 4, and switch. 2, 3, 4, and press. 2, 3, good. Let's slide it out. Reset your core. Floor, core, 12 o'clock. So now we're longer, yes? We're gonna just lift, straight legs using your butt and hamstrings, yeah? So resist the urge to bend your leg. That won't get the same muscles. Okay, here we go, straight leg. Both hips must remain on the floor. So don't let this wobble you. 2, 8, switch legs. I like to imagine someone's pulling my toe away from me. That helps me make space. 6, 7, 8, switch. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, switch legs. Keep rechecking. Pelvic floor, Pilates scoop. Long lower back. All right, forehead on your floor, hands to your tail, pelvic clock. 6, neutral, 12, neutral, 6, neutral, 12. Hold it there. Let your hands remain there because it's going to be really hard to maintain that 12 o'clock, and I want your hands to give you some feedback. Shoulder blades back, neck and chin just off the floor, like your nose is an inch from the floor. Pull back in that Pilates scoop and your pelvic floor. Pull your legs all the way together and double leg lifts. We'll go. Lift, 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 lift. Take a break, hands down by your ribs, push up. Come back to a child's pose and press your hips into your feet. Lovely, drop your head. Lift your pelvic floor, find your scoop, slide forward nice and low. Here we go again, hands back on your touch, lift, 2, 3, with your thighs, not with your knees, straight legs, 6, 7, 8. Good, tuck your toes, push up. And back to a tucked toe child pose and pass that to a squat. Straighten those legs, lengthen into a forward fold. Shake out your head, drop it, drop it, drop it. Walk forward to your plank. Knees down. Lower your body. Good, good, good. Let's come up to all fours. And we're gonna take our hands right underneath our shoulders, lifting up your pelvic floor and your Pilates scoop, and we're going to take one hand all the way up in the air. Let's say your right hand, and we're going to slide it through past your opposite knee, putting your shoulder, back side of your shoulder, onto the mat, resting your head on the mat, and then pushing with your opposite arm. So you're getting a deep twisting stretch through the upper body. So right across that middle center of your back that you were using to lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Maybe through your rib cage as well. And press, let your hips come back to help you unwind. And now the other side, taking it through. Press through. Release. All right, we're going to open the chest a little bit. So big stretch across the chest. What I'd like you to do is to put your legs parallel, walk your palms back as far as you can. My fingertips are forward, bend those elbows, and let your rib cage just hang down to the floor. So you might feel a stretch in your lower back as well, but also I want you to feel the stretch in the around the sides of the armpits and the front of the shoulders. Good. And then coming onto your side. This is going to seem pretty simple. Arms straight forward. Relaxing your head to the side. We're going to inhale, lift your arms straight up over your chest, over that shoulder. We're going to leave our shoulder and armpit where they are, but we're going to take our palm facing up behind the body. So you're still laying on the side of your body here, and you're just going to slow motion swing your arm up and down, like you're trying to touch the wall behind yourself. The weight of your arm is opening up the inner arm, the armpit, and the front of the shoulder. If you reach it out a little farther, you'll start to feel the stretch in your pectoral muscles. All of this chest opening with your arms here will help you when you're feeling tension in your upper shoulders. Try rotating the arm, bending the arm, and straightening it. Whatever you do back there, just in slow motion, you're exploring different places you can find some openings. Find your breath. All right, take that hand up one more time. Turn your thumb down towards your feet. Slide that thumb through the air underneath your waist so your palm is on the floor, as close as you can get. Doesn't have to get all the way there. You might even take it under your hip, under your bun, whatever is the lowest, furthest down place you can go. Roll that shoulder back. Maybe you don't put it on the floor, but just reach down and away from your neck, and turn your face away from that shoulder. Lift your head back up. See if you can grab the top leg, stretching out your top quadricep. Remember, you probably are going to grab your leg somewhere up here, the knee up in the air, but remember to return to heel into its own hip socket and aligned with the body. Good. And switch sides. Both arms forward, shoulders right on top of each other. Lift that arm straight up over the shoulder first, keeping your armpit where it is. Let the arm fall backwards. Take it all the way down. You can grab your foot early. We did it! Hooray! Okay, hold on just a second. Let me pop this microphone.
Hear your lovely voice. Ta-da! Hi!
I'm okay.
Okay.
Is this 101?
Thank you for being here, Jaden.
You're welcome.
It's really been fun. Is there anything else I can do for you before?
Huh?
Is there anything else I can do for you before heading on to the next classes?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Last,
Oh, what?
this is the last Zoom, right?
Yes, this is our last class meeting of this semester, and then I will be grading all the stuff. I haven't been grading your guys' workouts this last couple of weeks because I've been doing all of the essay midterm grading. So that's coming up next, barring any other crazy Amazon server crashes. And then you guys have your final exam to work on, and most of the assignments that are still open are open until Friday. So be sure to be available until dates and assignments, because a lot of stuff posts on Friday. There's a few things that are still open after Friday, like your Wednesday. If you guys can try and get them done by next Wednesday, a week from Wednesday, then I'll get your grades done as soon as I can, because I try to finish the grades by next week, Friday.
Okay.
That's my goal. So big push on anything that's closing on Friday is my advice, and then you can check anything that looks funny and let me know, and I will definitely be online a lot over the next week and a half doing grading. So if something looks fishy, sometimes like I just missed something, or it doesn't save when I press a button, so feel free to send me an inbox message through Canvas if you see anything that looks weird with a screenshot, and I'm happy to fix anything that looks fishy.
All right. Well, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas! Happy holidays! I think Hanukkah.
Bye.
Yeah, and hope. Oh, hi, Hand! Mystery Hand! Hello! I hope I get to see you guys again. I'm teaching this class again in the spring, still online, and also yoga and cardio dance. And just like as a general heads up, I'm teaching 2 classes live. One is modern dance. So earlier today when we did the Portland and the bouncing squats, that whole series is all from modern dance. So if you're into that strong, long feeling, we do a lot of that in there, and it's absolutely all levels.
And then I'm also teaching a dance workshop where we'll just learn combinations together and hopefully share them at the end of the semester. Those 2 things are my live classes, plus my Dance 100 lecture, which fulfills your arts GE requirement, and Dance 102 lecture course that fulfills your arts/humanities requirement. And those are both online. So I'm reiterating all of that because enrollment is super down all over the country and they're going to be cutting classes. So if you have been maybe putting off enrollment because it just feels hard to commit, I know things are uncertain, definitely get it, but like classes will get canceled this semester. So I encourage all of y'all to sign up. Sound good?
Yep.
I'd love to see you guys again.